everything in the universe are essentially following the same mathematical and physical rules. There's nothing special about us humans. Now that the universe has evolved human civilization, then it is theoretically possible to evolve other extraterrestrial civilizations. Although this probability is extremely low, but on a timescale of 13.8 billion years across the universe, and on a spatial scale of 93 billion light years, events with low probability are almost inevitable to a certain extent. In this regard, in 1960, astronomer Frank Drake developed the famous Drake formula. In this way, we can calculate the number of advanced intelligent civilizations that may exist in the galaxy. There are about 400 billion stars in our galaxy. There are at least 10 million terrestrial planets in the habitable zone. And these terrestrial planets all have the possibility of harboring life. If we take the evolution of intelligent life on the Earth in 4.6 billion years as a reference, according to the conservative estimate of Drake's formula, in the nearly 13 billion-year-old Milky Way, at least hundreds of thousands of intelligent civilizations will evolve. And because many of these star systems are far older than the Sun, so these alien civilizations will also have tens of thousands of years before Earth, even hundreds of millions of years of development opportunities. And this is only within the Milky Way. Astronomers estimate, based on the density of galaxies observed by the Hubble telescope, there are about 2 trillion stars in the observable universe. The number of terrestrial planets, more than all the sand on Earth combined. So with such a huge base, extraterrestrial civilizations are almost inevitable. According to the principle of mediocrity, no matter what form and way of life it is, must be subject to the most basic heat in the universe. The laws of mechanics, that is to say. The development of technology requires the use of energy, and the resources of any planet are limited. So when civilization develops to a certain stage, it must expand outward to capture the energy needed. According to the current development speed of human science and technology, it will take about 1 million years or so. You can master the ability to sail interstellar. Even intelligent machines that can replicate themselves, colonizing the entire galaxy. That is, the current galaxy should have been full of spaceships of various extraterrestrial civilizations, but so far, we have not found any reliable evidence or signs of the existence of aliens. In this regard, in 1950, when the famous physicist Enric Fermi talked about this issue with friends, I once expressed such emotion that if there are really aliens in the universe, where are they? This is known as Fermi's paradox. To explain this paradox, many hypotheses have been put forward. Its mainstream views can be roughly divided into 5 types. First, uniqueness. This view that the mediocrity principle is wrong. Man is the only civilization in the universe. The birth of life is nothing more than an accidental event. It just happens to happen on Earth. Second, the zoo hypothesis. That aliens actually discovered Earth long ago. It's just that they deliberately don't have contact with humans. Just like we look at animals in a zoo, the Earth is just one of countless objects they observe and study. Moreover, the huge gap between civilizations is like human beings facing a group of ants on the side of the road. Will you try to communicate with them? Third, isolation. Because of the vastness of space, confined all civilizations to their own galaxies. Even if you have mastered the technology of sailing at the speed of light, it will take thousands of years or even tens of thousands to reach adjacent galaxies. Thousands of years of human civilization. At the scale of the universe, it is only a short moment. So under the limits of the cosmic rules that cannot be broken by the speed of light, the vastness of space blocks the exchanges between all civilizations. The fourth largest Purch-Lorien hypothesis. Civilization in the universe has developed to a certain extent. You will encounter bottlenecks that are difficult to break through, so that most of life was filtered out before it developed into an interstellar civilization. The evolution of life is not an inevitable direction from low to high. For example, species that once appeared on the Earth, 99% are extinct. The future of human civilization will also face many challenges. Fifth, Dark Forest Law. It comes from the famous science fiction novel Three Body Problem. The theory is that the universe is like a dark forest, and every civilization is a hunter with a gun, so you have to hide yourself carefully. When encountering other civilizations, since it is impossible to determine whether the other party has malice, the only option is to shoot him. Because if you don't destroy the other party, you may be destroyed by the other party. And survival is the most fundamental first axiom of cosmic civilization. So the universe we see is silent. It's not that there are no extraterrestrial civilizations, it's that they're all hiding their place. But there are also many people who think that the Dark Forest Law does not hold true. Because there will always be some civilization where curiosity outweighs ignorance and fear. For example, in the past 100 years of human civilization, constantly emitting very powerful electromagnetic wave signals into space. And according to the principle of mediocrity, there must be civilizations in the universe that are as childish as humans, also sending signals into space out of curiosity. But so far, we haven't received any meaningful signals from the universe. So someone put forward a hypothesis of virtual worlds. Everything in the universe, like the Matrix. It's all virtual reality simulated by computer programs. And what we know about ourselves, in fact, it is a brain in a vat. The so-called life is just a dream. There are many other hypotheses about Fermi's paradox, but there is currently no way to prove these theories, and there is no way to prove them. So which hypothesis do you prefer? In the vast universe, it is hard to believe that there is only one human civilization. And when you look up at the stars, have you ever thought that in the distant galaxy also has a pair of deep and lonely eyes? Is staring at us all alone? The last is big.